right. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Actually, I'm really excited here. So you're making his Laughing Liberally debut. Put your hands together for Kevin Gosztola.
We all have the right to protest. We all know that we are able to exercise our rights, but everybody knows that there is a right way to protest. And so, in order to address this national anthem protest situation that we have on our hands, I now give you an unsolicited guide to protesting the right way. Calling attention to the imperfections of the United States, which sees itself as a beacon of the free world, will greatly upset your fellow Americans. You should always be willing to adjust your tactics and message in order to make it easier for them to confront the injustice that you are already tired of tolerating. You may demonstrate against systemic oppression and the legacies of slavery and genocide, but you must do so between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You don't want working people to be caught in traffic jams on their way home to their family dinner. Now, if you intend on using anything produced by capitalism, such as an iPhone in order to spread your message, you will automatically be disqualified. Now let's say that you want to protest a war criminal or a killer cop. Now maybe it's true that they have blood on their hands, but you have to balance your rights with their rights. They have a right to share their exploits in destroying countries and talk about how they'd keep the code of silence in the police department completely intact. Let's say that you're planning to make this a career thing and bolster your image. Don't. You'll be treated worse than rapists who beat and violate women, bankers who throw people out of their homes, corporations who conspire to hide the real impacts of climate change, and torturers who stack detainees into human pyramids. So just do us all a favor and deport yourself right now if you're planning to make this a lifelong endeavor. Now, perhaps you've got something to say on this presidential election, so let me help. You're with her. Now, let's see you're insistent on sitting. You want to continue to sit during the Star-Spangled Banner, the God Bless America, Pledge of Allegiance, or heaven forbid, Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA. It's a wonderful song. Wonderful song. And I suggest that you try different body positions and perhaps ask yourself the following. Does kneeling make it more tolerable for the troops? Does putting your head in your hand make it easier for the whites? Does lying face down on the ground and making yourself invisible to the zombie-like drunkards who don't want to be distracted from their beer with America etched on the side of the can? Have you heard of pregame? Perhaps try not coming out while the show is on air, while we are all trying to tune in to our sporting event. Always be thinking, I'd like to make the smallest ripple possible. If you are making sweetheart ants on Facebook outrage, then there are always corrections that you can make. America's history is one of oppressed people accepting the charity of fellow Americans who graciously offer their tips on how to create change. What's most important is not who is sitting in, but who is willing to listen to those who are taking the time out of their daily lives to explain the proper way to sitting in. Thank you very much.